Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a weekly restock. I started this video on Sunday and tried to finish it up on a Monday. So of course I didn't get everything done on my mental to-do list that I like to do, but I was able to reset the house, so we were able to have a nice and productive week. So over the weekend, I feel like my house just gets neglected because we are having family time. My husband's not working. My kids are crazier. We're not like off our routine, but our routine is just a little bit more lax. And so I am going ahead and cleaning up the kitchen counters. My daughter and I, Josie, she and I made homemade Pop-Tarts, which was a ton of fun, but was a big mess. So getting that cleaned up and getting everything put back away and in its spot. I like to kind of move in sections, so I'm starting in my kitchen and just going like section by section on my countertop, putting things away and wiping the counter down, and just going to continue that as we move through the kitchen. I wanted to mention that your weekly reset does not have to be this 3-hour production, and it doesn't have to leave your house completely spotless. You can see kind of in the bottom right corner, I have a pile of like a calendar, my planner, and my pencil like case pouch, and that does end up just sitting there. So I had some stuff I wanted to plan and get to, and I normally house my planner upstairs, and so since we are on my main level, it's just going to sit out there and be there until I can get to it. Also, if you are able to reset your house every night or almost every night, it really does help make these weekly resets go much, much faster because you're not digging yourself out of a complete hole from the week. It also helps me mentally when I'm able to start my day with a clean and fresh space. It doesn't happen every single day, obviously. Some days relaxation and sleep win. But this honestly was just the past 2 days of neglect and having fun with the kids and my husband. And so I decided to take some time while my husband wasn't working and get this under control. Really, I think this was just dinner the night before and then all of our dishes from the current day. If we don't run our dishwasher at night, this sink looks like this. It's insane. I placed a gigantic Thrive order and the second box of the order arrived over the weekend, so I am getting those groceries put away. If you want to see what I ordered, I'm going to show you some of those things now, but I also have a short that shows what came in the very first box. So if you're interested, you can go and check out that short. Majority of the Thrive order is kid snacks or chips or bars or just things to munch on, and I feel so much better about knowing that the ingredients in these items are cleaner than a lot of the stuff that I buy at Walmart and don't necessarily love giving to my kids, but I just feel like it's necessary when you have toddlers to have snacks on hand. And so going through Thrive, it just gives me a little bit more peace of mind that my kids are eating, real food without like artificial things in them, and it's just a little bit cleaner. I am moving on to doing my weekly meal plan. I'm doing this a little bit backwards. Typically, I sit down with my planner and I plan out my entire week and our meals, and then I move on and write it on this acrylic calendar. However, I had just enough time to plan the meals before our Walmart order, like the time to add things to the order, expired. So I quickly got to planning the meals so I could go ahead and add any groceries that we needed to the Walmart order. And then later on, I go back and sit down with my planner and plan some stuff out. I am not afraid to admit that I do not wipe down my appliances weekly, but I do like to try and tackle one bigger cleaning task per week. And so this week's task was to wipe down all the stainless steel appliances. I only made it to the fridge and the dishwasher this week, but hopefully I can take care of the microwave and the stove area and our little beverage fridge next week. It has to be the former teacher in me or something, but planning absolutely is one of my favorite things to do. I love having a fresh page in my planner. I love writing down dates of things, what we're doing, using nice pens and highlighters. It just is so pleasing to me. Not only like the act of planning, but then being planned for the week to come. It gives me such a good peace of mind. And so I'm just taking the time to plan some stuff out for the week ahead. I love this planner. It's from the brand Spaces. I've talked about it before. I missed out one year on the planner and ended up ordering their notebook, and it worked out okay, but I seriously missed this weekly spread. This winter season, when they come out with their 2026 planners, I'll be sure to let you know. But I just love it. It has a personal space, housework, errands, health, relationships, and then it has a bunch of open boxes that you can add your own. So I always add a menu where I do our weekly dinners and a brain dump where I just write anything down. And then I add in other boxes depending on what I need. And then I do really like having the weekly calendar spread at the bottom as well, because then I can write down any events that are happening, which also helps me meal plan. So it's just like a very like cohesive overview and picture, and really helps me get everything that is rattling around in my brain out on paper. And so we absolutely love that. So this is the last thing that I am going to do before this video ends. Short and sweet. Like I said, your weekly reset does not have to be hours long. Mine was very short stints of time that I found on Sunday and Monday, and I hope that I gave you motivation that you can tackle your week ahead. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.